Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Thrive Causemetics. Thrive Causemetics truly is beauty with a purpose. And I'm in awe of this woman and inspired by her tenacious ability to empower and her achievements. Carissa, if you ever see this, you truly are a gladiator. Like a lot of us, she became enthralled with makeup as a teenager and by 18 was a cast member of Sephora. After college and becoming a makeup artist, she went to work in creating products for companies like Clarisonic and L'Oreal. She'd always had a dream of owning her own company that would give back, but a strong push forward came with the struggles of her good friend Christy, who died after a 9-month battle with cancer. Starting in her own kitchen, mixing up and inventing adhesives and lashes that would work for women who'd lost their own lashes, she took her life savings of $50,000 and invested in Thrive, and her cosmetics have been growing by leaps and bounds ever since. They deliver their products and services to women experiencing cancer, homelessness, and domestic violence by giving to hospitals, organizations, and events around the world. I've got 2 of these bags now because the first bag was what came in the PR that they sent me, and then I purchased something from the website to kind of round out everything, and this bag came with it. So the bags are a very unusual kind of a paper bag that's very, very strong. I mean, you can treat this rough. It's got a zipper, and you know, you might, when you first pick this up, go, well, that's not going to last any time at all, and get rid of it. But don't. I mean, it's pretty sturdy. It's roomy. It's sturdy. I've been pretty much living out of this bag for the last 3 weeks with all these cosmetics in here. So it does very well. I like it. I was extremely taken back by how generous they were with the amount of products they provided to a very small, mature beauty channel. They care about mature beauty, which I am finding, and I know that a lot of you feel the same, that many of these companies, they don't care about the small channels, and they certainly don't care about mature women, even though a lot of the products that these companies peddle are for mature women. They are actually a pretty high-priced brand, but they are giving away a like product for everything you buy. You can keep that in mind when you make your purchases. Okay, aside from the eyebrows and the eyeshadows, I am wearing all Thrive Causemetics and have been for the last 3 weeks. The day after I received my package from Thrive Causemetics, they came out with their Buildable Blur CC Cream and their sponge. And today I noticed that they actually have added a powder brush and a powder too. So I can't speak to those, but these I grabbed with my own money so that I could do a more well-rounded review. I wasn't really thrilled with this thing costing $20, which is the same as a beauty blender, and I did not have much hope really because people claim they have really great sponges all the time. Here is a picture of the Thrive sponge next to a brand new and never used beauty blender. Both sponges are shown at their full dampened size. Note that the Thrive sponge still looks as new as the Beauty Blender after spending 3 abusive weeks with yours truly. Some of you know exactly what that means. Thrive calls this sponge the Blend and Blur Sponge, and it performs exactly the same duties as any other makeup sponge that you would use, but in my opinion, this sponge has 3 advantages over the Beauty Blender. 1, they've managed to develop it so that it absorbs less makeup. Unlike that Juno sponge that you guys know I like for that same reason, this sponge actually feels like a sponge. 2, as you will see in a moment, the Thrive sponge has managed to perfect where and why you would slant a sponge. This sponge does the job of a full and mini-size beauty blender in just this one sponge. And 3, it cleans like a dream. It doesn't stain, which is one of the things that I don't like about any makeup sponge. I want to tell you that this long slope here actually is really, really nice. After using this for 3 weeks, when I went back to the Beauty Blender, or my Miss A sponges, which I love so much, they all are just too big. And I really like how this gets right underneath your eye. I mean right here, right up underneath your eye. After using this sponge for 3 weeks, I noticed that, hey, I'm not able to do as good a job as I am with this one. This is the only sponge that I have found that I can get rough with. And when I say rough, I mean I tear up sponges. And if you've been around here at any time at all, you know that Mary is rough on sponges, okay? And it's because I do this number. Now, I am learning not to do it, but I like to go with my thumb and dig into the sponge. And when you do this number, you'll tear up the best of the sponges really easy. This thing cleans easier than any sponge I've ever owned. So anyway, I've washed this every single time I've used it, which is every single day for the last 3 weeks. It just takes a second to wash it. I really like this, and if I'm going to pay $20 for a sponge, it's going to be this one. I give this sponge an A+ and a double thumbs up. The Buildable Blur CC Cream has broad spectrum SPF of 35. It sells for $38 for a 1-ounce squeeze tube. It's a buildable coverage product that has color correcting abilities, blurs, and diffuses imperfections, and it has vitamin C, but it doesn't have a funky citrus smell. It has a color adjusting micropigment technology that allows each of its 4 category shades to work with multiple undertones and color ranges, and it helps you to find that shade 2 different ways on the website. This is how I did it. This, I also really didn't have very good expectations for this because I don't get along so well with the Causemetics CC cream. So I figured this would be the same thing, but actually it's not. I'm wearing it. It wears like one of my foundations. And believe me, I have put this thing through it. I have worn it with primer under it. I've worn it on its own. Today I have no primer under it. I'm wearing it on its own. I have wore it with powder over it, with no powder over it. I have even taken one day, I put this on one side of my face and Dior Air Flash on the other. No one noticed, and it was the same coverage. You know, I think that this particular CC cream behaves like a lightweight foundation. You can build it up, but I come away looking the same as if I had put on one of my dewy foundations. Now, I wear this in light. This I also give an A+ rating to. Currently, they have 3 eyeshadow palettes. This quad is the one I'll be focusing on, and it's called the Focus Eyeshadow Palette. It comes in 2 palettes, and I have palette 1, which is a shimmer finish palette in bronze, gold, and brown tones. These shadows are water resistant and designed to take you from day to night. They are finely milled and contain ingredients that you might not expect to find in eyeshadow, like hyaluronic acid and vitamin B5. I am now going to use this Bobbi Brown pony hair shader, and I realize that some may have a problem with me using a natural hairbrush with shimmer shadows. And if it bothers you, I'm sorry. But here they are. Okay, I already told you that my eye makeup and my brows are not Thrive Causemetics. So I want you to take into account that you are talking to a mature woman, 56 years old here. My eyes are better off not using a satin or a shimmer of any kind in my crease. And the only matte in here is this, which I have on my brow bone and I use to blend out my transition. I would have loved to have tried the bigger palette that had the warm tone mattes, and I feel like I probably would have liked that very much. Those are my shades, they speak to me, and because they were mattes, I think they would have worked because I liked this matte here. I only gave this eyeshadow palette a week, and then I said, no, I can't do it anymore. I'm not enjoying it, but like I said, I do believe that it is because of what kind of shadows are in here. Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner comes in 7 shades and has a built-in sharpener on the end. It's a twist-up pencil that contains a nice amount of product. And what I'm showing you is what's left after 3 weeks of everyday use. It's waterproof, smudge-proof, and glides on smoothly if left to set for about 30 seconds. The formula includes shea butter, jojoba oil, hyaluronic acid, and ceramides to help condition lashes and lids. And note that it did not say water or tight line. This product is meant to be used on your lids and at your lash line. The very first time that I heard of Thrive, it was on an ad either on Facebook or Instagram one, and it was over this eyeliner. This is the shade. It's a very creamy dark black, and oh my goodness. This goes into your waterline and your tight line like a dream. There's no tugging. It's not uncomfortable. It goes in very well. Here is a stopwatch of how long it took for this to leave my waterline and tight line. Having said that, that's not unusual. When I have an eyeliner and I put it into my waterline and tight line, it really will only stay there about 3 or 4 hours before it's gone, and then I have to reapply. Now, if you use this elsewhere, like if you use it on your lid and underneath your eye and smudge it, it does last the day. I don't think it would last 24 hours, but I mean, I'm not going to try that theory either. Major points for creaminess and not hurting me when I put it into my tight line and my waterline. I quite like this. I reach for it, even though I do have to reapply it in a few hours. Brilliant Eye Brightener comes in 2 shades and is used to highlight, brighten, and open the eye to give you an instant eye lift, or at the very least, make it look like you got some sleep. It contains a built-in sharpener and is also a twist-up product. It's infused with macadamia, sunflower, and metaform oil to hydrate and help reduce the appearance of fine lines. This is how much I have left after using it every day for 3 weeks. And this would remind you of like a Mally eyeshadow stick, or, you know, maybe a Laura Mercier, but this is meant to highlight the inner corner of my eyes with it and up here. And sometimes I take it right down the middle of my nose. This is also a thumbs up product. Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara in Black is a tubing mascara. I did not realize that while I was using it though, and only discovered it while I was taking it off. Bravo! This one won't drop fibers into your eyes or flake off. Orchid stem cells and B5 complex help promote long-term growth for your lashes, and Korean plant extracts lend to a dramatic length and curl. This is, without a doubt, the heaviest mascara tube I have ever felt in my life. When I picked it up in the box, I thought, what is in here? Why is it so heavy? But it does make you think that you've gotten something of substance. So I asked. I asked Carissa during the live Insta story yesterday, why?
Oh, I have a question. What makes the tube so heavy? We actually have a weight. We added a weight right here, and we did it for a purpose. The reason why this handle is weighted is because it allows you to really lightly apply the mascara. We do that so it helps you apply the perfect amount of mascara every time. So that's why we have that weight in there. So there's really a purpose, but also it just feels so nice. Isn't this design beautiful?
I love the packaging. I love all the teal packaging for everything, but you know, I like the little splashes of silver all over this tube. Let's take a look at my eyelashes. When you first use this, wow, it really is impressive. After 3 weeks of using it every day though, I have to work a little harder. You guys might be looking at my lashes and thinking, well, they've looked better, and they have, but also I am losing some eyelashes and there's new ones coming in. I have no complaints at all with the stopper on this thing. It's excellent. Pulls off all of the excess mascara so you don't get any glompies. It's a rubberized wand, and I love this Christmas tree kind of a brush because the inner part then gets the little lashes and the bigger part gets the longer lashes, and I just think it's a really nice way to put on mascara. You're not poking yourself in the eye. It's constructed very well. It gives a nice formula. Your lashes do not feel crunchy. Please don't judge this mascara on what it looks like today, because my lashes are going through something. And you know, like I said, I've been giving this mascara a good workout. Now, I have no idea, because I am a mascara junkie and every time that a new one comes out, I'm opening up a new tube. I really don't know how long it takes to go through a tube of mascara. This is literally the longest that I've ever spent with one mascara in the last 5 years. Love this mascara, and I think it builds up nicely. I do want to add, though, it does best if you don't let the coats dry. Now, of course, I know this, and I'm passing it on to you because I've been wearing this every single day since I got it. But in the Insta story today, a question was brought up about this mascara getting clumpy, and Carissa also gave the same advice, so I will show you that. Okay, so what I mean by that is put on your coat, blink on it a couple of times, get it going, okay? Go back in, get some more, and do it again. Don't like do this, go over here, do this, go over here, do this, you know, and let it dry in between coats. I think it does better if it's wet on wet.
Ooh, you're finding that the mascara is clumping? Oh, I actually do have a tip. So, Jean, can you tell me, with the mascara, are you applying one coat here and then one coat here and like letting it dry in between coats? Let me know. Because the reason I ask, you need to apply all the coats on one eye. Don't let the mascara dry out, like when you're applying it. So don't let it dry in between coats. I have mascara on right now, otherwise I would show you, but... and I don't know where my mascara is, but you just apply it, and then you, okay, oh, at first coat it's clumping. I wonder, maybe if you tried, let me see, oh, I found a mascara, I'll be right back. Okay. Oh my gosh, Glitzy Fritzy, thank you so much. We need to like put that on a whole side panel.
The Cosmo Power Multi-Dimensional Strobing Blush. That is a mouthful, right? It comes in 2 shades, and I'm going to tell you right now I want the other one. This one here is in Rosy. This is on their website described with a bunch of techie words, but I'm going to tell you that it's a very finely milled, light diffusing formula with a hyaluronic and B5 complex infused right into it. It's reminiscent of Hourglass Ambient Light blushes, but it's much more intense on the strobe and the highlight. It's $4 cheaper and twice as much product. So if the product that you're after is a blush and highlighter in one, then you may well find your holy grail here. If a picture's worth 1,000 words, then here we go. Hourglass Luminous Flush, finger swatch on the left and Thrive Rosy on the right. Blush, by the way, this is magnetized. On the inside is a very nice mirror. I love the packaging for Thrive Causemetics. It's a pretty color that's, you know, of their own. You're not going to have any trouble finding this blush amongst all your other blushes. I mean, it's going to stand out. It is a very nice blush. I really like this blush a whole bunch. And because this blush served as a double purpose for blushing and highlighting at the same time, I didn't find that I really needed this. This is their highlighter. The Cosmo Power 3D Strobing Highlighter truly is a highlighter that competes with the best of them. It comes in 2 shades. Like everything else in their line, you're going to find added skin nourishing complexes in here. B5 and hyaluronic, as well as vitamins E, A, rice extract, and kaolin clay all come together to provide a healthy glow without clogging your pores. This highlighter is called Dawn, and it's a rose gold shimmer. This is a beautiful highlighter. I have it on my nose, just right here. That's the only place I've been wearing this. It works well as an eyeshadow too, but you know, for me as an older woman, I don't really need this highlight because this is kind of dewy and their blush is luminous. So this I've just been using on my nose for the sake of using the product. I don't really think I need this, even though it is a nice one. Headliner lipstick comes in 7 shades and can be applied sheer to full on for a demi-shine finish. It contains a built-in lip primer, and I think that it makes my mouth lines look a bit better. I find it to be hydrating without that slippery moving off my mouth behavior that many lipsticks claiming hydration have. It's an anti-feathering formula infused with vitamin-packed shea butter and sunflower seed oil. They feel comfortable and easy to wear. I have enjoyed wearing this lipstick. It feels good on the mouth. It sticks around a reasonable amount of time, and it wears off nicely. So even after this starts to wear off, it leaves a little bit of a stain behind that I think looks pretty good. Glossy Lip Hydrating Serum comes in 8 shades and is a hybrid lipstick and gloss with a B5 complex and time-released hyaluronic microspheres that keep your lips hydrated even after the formula wears off. It utilizes vitamin E as an antioxidant that enhances moisture penetration. It's got an amazing applicator that easily applies the formula and in general feels downright incredible on your mouth. Okay, this isn't a liquid lipstick or gloss like what you're going to think. This is a glossy hydrating lip serum. Okay, watch when I put this on. First of all, I always love it when you like open one of these kinds of tubes and you like, and it pushes it up. I know, I'm so easily amused. All right, so you want to knock some of that off, and then let's put that on. Now, I never wear it like that, okay? I put it on, kind of work it into my lips, and then I'll blot it off. And I pack it down. But I find that it wears off nice, and what I typically do is put this on and then I'll top it with a little bit of this. And this certainly doesn't need it because this isn't a dry formula by any means, but it just looks really pretty. So I just like combining them. I give the lip products a thumbs up as well. That's my review of the brand Thrive Causemetics. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you found it informative in helping you make a decision. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up because that will make me feel good inside and it'll make my day. And everybody wants to make my day, right? I would personally like to thank Carissa for having an interest in mature beauty and for sending these products. It meant a lot to me and the community. Thank you so much for coming and spending time with me. You'll never really know how much that means to me. You'll just have to take my word for it. Anyway, if you guys don't know it by now, please let me tell you, you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And well, if you're not part of the Fritzy family, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button below. If you're not having a blessed day, please go out and be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
I've been living out of this bag for 3 years. 3 years? I've been living out of this bag for 3 years, and got a hair in my mouth. It's like sticking to everything, and it's like stuck in my mouth. I hate it when you get a hair in your mouth. Ugh. You can even put this thing in your teeth, and like, oh God, and you can't tear it up. Don't do that though. That's a rubbery mudger. It's a mudger. It mudges your eyeshadows. It's a word, I just invented it. Okay? Spread it around. You ever see Mean Girls? Stop trying to make fetch happen.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
Okay, stop trying to make mudger happen. It's not going to happen, Mary. That's black. Duh. This is yellow. Boing. So this one here is in the shade Stella. Stella! 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 It's been a long time since I watched that movie. I'm pretty much sure that's not how it goes. And holy moly, I'm going to tell you what. What is this doing? Because you certainly can't feel it. Here, let me just drop a mascara like that, and then you'll know exactly why I'm doing that. When I picked it up in the box, I thought, what is in here? A billy club? Bam, bam, bam. You can like go out, feel completely safe, because this thing is so heavy, you can like beat your attacker off with it. Bam, bam, bam. Here, feel. Can you feel? Here, try and grab it. Guys, I've got some eyelashes that are coming. They're winkers. Winkers, that's what you call those. Those aren't eyelashes, they're eye winkers. See, because you wink. You wink them, so they're called eye winkers. Like a lot of high-end mascaras. Is this a mascara? Does this look like a mascara to you? Let's put some on and see what our lashes would look like with this. No, I am not going to do that. I love you, but I'm not doing that. Love you, see ya, bye, and I'm out. Ow, that kind of hurt. Ah, ugh.